5. First there are 4 steps that we should always remember in doing any yoga practice. Every master speaks of these 4 principles. What is the first one? I don't know. Let me know it. So let me know the principle.
Okay.
Second is, now I know the principle but I don't understand. So I should ask the questions, make queries, let there be clarity and conviction, remove all the doubts from the mind.
Yes.
So once the doubt is removed completely, then comes the 3rd step. Now I understand intellectually, but I don't experience, so practice it.
So there's the practice.
So now I practice. I have been practicing for 10 years without any change. 4th step is, do you experience the change?
Yes.
If you don't experience the change, and that change is not permanent, that is not a real change.
But I do experience the change all the time.
All the time. So when we experience that permanent change, it means we are really follow the tradition of yoga. First, that is one way.
I was taught well, apparently.
Now, a normal, person comes and interested in the meditation program. So, one person is curious, just a curiosity. Oh, what do you teach? Oh, you have a long beard, maybe you can teach me. So their focus is always outside. Curiosity, it's like a window shopping.
Okay.
So mind that is window shopping cannot change.
Okay.
So that is known as you are a non-seeker.
Okay.
So non-seeker may ask great questions, it will not change him.
Okay. That makes sense.
That makes sense. So second kind of people who enter into the path of yoga, intellectual, academic discussion. They will argue, this posture, no, you have to do like this. Okay, other teacher is doing a different way, accept that also.
Yes.
So they are focused on the book, what they have studied.
Okay.
They live in their well of their ignorance, that there is nothing outside the well.
Okay.
Academic interest. And other people they do the intellectual exercise. Can you prove? Can you prove, do you exist? So here the departure, knowledge departs. Knowledge of the science, the material world. Knowledge of the self, yoga. Clarity, there has to be 100% clarity. We welcome you, science and scientists. So similarly, the scientist and the researcher should also welcome our principles of yoga. If they don't welcome the principle of yoga and they pick up the practice in the middle and they disprove it, I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. So as a teacher, I should have a tremendous confidence.
Yes.
Confidence comes from the knowledge that these principles are different and these principles are different. Why? The principles of yoga, goal is to find who am I. Principles of the science. What it says? What are the physiological changes?
Yeah.
What are the biochemical changes? What are the psychological changes? They don't want to talk about who am I. They don't have an entry into the highest consciousness. Their mind is already confused. They have a dilemma. Where is the seat of consciousness? No, here. One group of the scientists say here. I used to go to medical conferences. They said, okay, let me know. Where is the seat of consciousness? First you let me know, and then I will talk about it.
And they're worried about the physical location.
Physical location.
In the...
And they used to keep totally quiet. And I said, now I will speak. Are you clear that you don't know where is the locus of this consciousness? Yoga discovers the highest state of the consciousness. So we need not to fight and struggle. We just pick up if we understand the principles of yoga, it is very easy to talk to even the Nobel laureate. Now, Einstein once said that what research studies, what are the principles that I discovered, that is a fractional part of the supreme consciousness yoga reveals. He specifically mentioned.
Yes.
He realized that through that consciousness I do my research studies, but yoga discovers the consciousness itself.
Yes. Okay.
The subjective reality. So we are talking of the subjective reality. In any meditation, whether it's a Buddhism, Kundalini or any Eastern, principles are the same. They are expressed differently, but principles are the same.
Sure.
That is one aspect that I want to. Now one more thing and then we will start with the practice. So when we talk of prana, that is one. Let me give you some, out of the... So when we talk of prana, 2 syllables. Do you see? Sanskrit. So it means, my friend, first unit of energy. First unit of, that means prana. Another principle that you will be amazed to listen, because you are in that field, we say 12 fingers. So this is known as distance of 12 fingers. 4, 8, 12.
Oh. Okay.
Okay? Now see, 12 fingers. Air is moving in. The moment it reaches at a distance of 12 fingers, it becomes prana. It becomes prana.
Okay.
That's such a beautiful. I'm just picking up only few. It's a long study. So it becomes prana. Now here, what is your mind thinking? Mind is crazy. That prana will dominate the earth element in the body. The earth element, inertia. I'm happy. It invokes the space element, peace and happiness.
It does.
So once we understand these subtle steps, then meditation becomes a play and a fun. Now,
they teach us that the prana is the breath,
no,
but it's really more of the energy.
it's more of the energy.
Okay.
Yes, your mind is there. So one of the oldest texts say, Prano Virata Prano Destri Pranam Sarupasate Prano Surya Chandrama Pranamahu Prajapatim. Prano Virata. Prana is universal energy minus consciousness. Understand that. It's pure energy. But it only functions with the help of the mind. And mind provides that energy. There is another understanding. Where there is a change, there is prana. I'm talking, I'm changing. Prana. Gravitational force, moving, prana. Sun, moon, prana. Room, prana.
So it's everywhere.
Yes. That is how it is everywhere. So now we have a clarity. Oh, this is how. Where there is a change, there is prana. and we'll start our practice. Then the second, another beautiful principle. I'm just not giving you all the principles, it takes a long time.
Right.
Desire is the impurity of the prana in the mind. Desire is the impurity of the prana in the mind.
Okay.
It is the impurity of the prana, but it lives in the mind. Right. So if I purify the mind, the prana will be purified. Because impurity lives in the mind but pertains to the prana. Now this impurity in the prana is there because the prana is moving downward. So when the prana is moving downward means prana is moving down. My mind has become an animal mind. I am only seeking pleasure, anger, hatred, jealousy. That is the meaning of the prana is moving down because the impurity is living in the mind, so I express through the mind. I am angry. Who are you? I know everything. Blah, 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 long list. So what happened? Now it says that either you purify the mind, one, or you release the energy from that unconscious mind. So what will happen? When you release the energy from the unconscious mind, the prana starts moving upward.
I see.
So how the prana starts moving upward? When the wind is not blowing and the flame of a candle star or naturally points outward, that prana is looking for the highest consciousness all the time. But mind lives with that desire, impurity in the prana. So the desire means the wind. The flame is constantly moving right, left. What is that desire? It brings the survival, the fear, the reaction, the anxiety, the greed. Oh, that is why we do the breathing practice. With that understanding, if we are doing the practice, that today, did I raise my consciousness upward? Especially when we do this kind of a meditation, what I say, the retraining the brain. And so let me close that door and then we will start with our journey. So lie down, earth, lie down here. Dark eyes are closed. Start with the practice, lie down, close your eyes, and you are comfortable. What you are comfortable, looking at the neck joint, feeling the sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness, shoulder joints, feeling the sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. Just casually, an adjustment and alignment is allowed in this step. Hip joint, knee joints, ankles, and the wide adjustment and alignment is required in order to move the mind with it. We are not talking of physiotherapy or physiology. Our principles are different, even though the steps appear same. So, and bring the Jnana Mudra with a gentle pressure of the tip of the index finger. With the gentle pressure continues. Why? So conscious awareness is maintained at the physical level. That is one aspect of it. And the second point is to work on the body, breath, mind, intellect through wisdom. And the mudra also changes the direction of the prana. That we will take up one day, we'll sit together and we'll understand it. So now the second point is here, being carefree. Carefree means what? You're standing across the road, you're watching the traffic moving on one side to the other, and you are not affected. Yes, you are separate from the traffic, but what happens? The mind, when it lives in ignorance, it creates an attachment. Then it says, oh my goodness, how crazy the noise is. It attaches itself. So what is the meaning of carefree? That the thoughts are coming and going in the mind, and I'm unattached. I'm okay. I have no issue. These thoughts are vehicles moving on the road of the mind. That gives us a tremendous awareness. Another point of awareness, asatoma satagamaya. So we can use the mantra, moving from ignorance to wisdom. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya, moving from the false darkness to the light. Asatoma satagamaya, moving from the false to the truth. Mrityoramamritangamaya, moving from the bondage to freedom. Just, So we keep the mind immersed in these principles for a minute. That gives us an insight into the mind. And when we live with that insight, the mind damn care what is happening outside. That is the key. We need to not only understand but apply in life. That is the key. That is the key. I sir. Yes, so now we will start with I explained to you, remember, and you can even talk to the other people, I'll brief it later, how the prana of the cosmos present manifest through the breath. Breath is not the prana. But when we change the breath, it helps the prana to purify. So, looking deep inside, the rib cage first, chest first, okay. In the where? In the space. If you keep looking into the space first, and now start breathing quick, short breath from the chest. Quick and fast. Only two are there. We all are almost advanced in our journey to self-discovery. So I will change the practice today completely. Continue. and stop it. Now we have done 2 minutes. We all are advanced seekers, so 2 minutes is not a big deal. Instantly look at the head and the neck. In this stage, we just experience the sensation, relaxation and stillness. We are transitioning from the preparatory phase by releasing the energy from the unconscious mind. So the moment we release, there is a conscious experience. So look at the right arm, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Left arm, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Chest and the belly, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Right leg, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Left leg, same thing, the entire body. Now you start breathing deep, silent and slow, only into the chest. You inhale into the rib cage slowly and expand as much as possible. Not the belly, not two, not both together at this moment. Deep, silent and slow. You can transcend the mind easily. Couple of conditions. The body should remain in the state of sensation, relaxation and stillness. You surely understand. Body, the first condition. Second condition, deep, silent and slow breathing only into the rib cage. So all the ribs expand and they squeeze and bring together. Second condition. In those two conditions, you start hammering the heart within with the mantra. Breath is deep, silent and slow. One part of the mind. One part of the mind. Body is sensation, relaxation and stillness. And the third part is totally crazy and dropping and hammering. It simply releases the mind from the past impression and the current impression that prevents you to go deeper within. So continue with mentally. But the breath is deep, silent and slow. Deep, silent and slow. You're still hammering the mantra and keep looking deep inside the heart in the space, in the state of sensation, relaxation and stillness, and the deep, silent and slow breath. Just see what happens. Well, this I can say an advanced journey, because we treat our mind fully with reference to the wisdom, the knowledge, the center, the heart, the emotion at this time. We're purifying that mind from the desire when we do it inside the heart. And now leave that deep, silent and slow breath from the ribs. Continue to look at the breath and now make it very gentle. When the breath goes in, aim, mentally drop it. When the breath returns, aim. And every time you drop aim with the breath, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath, no change in the state of sensation, relaxation and stillness. You may suddenly visualize, you may have some vision in the colors. It is but natural. So accept it and recognize, and even if you continue to drop or aim silently deeper inside the heart, that too is good. Those visions and colors represents our either the past impression of the lower mind, or the colors represents the higher mind. Means higher mind is moving deeper within. That's a longer tip, but just continue. Aim, 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 casually. Aim. So today we are using only one mantra. Knowledge, is a power. Knowledge is a fire. Knowledge that removes the darkness. So we can use the same mantra at every center. The same mantra we can use to purify your actions. So drop this mantra, become aware of the belly. And now start breathing only long and the fast breath from the belly. Let us see. Can we do it for 2 minutes? Long and the fast breath, the noisy breath from the belly. The belly expands like a balloon. The belly drops like a balloon. We'll follow the same 5 steps. It should be faster. And the belly is expanding completely like a balloon, and it is contracting completely like a balloon. And I explained 12 fingers. At a distance of 12 fingers, this air becomes prana. What we are doing? We are doing the long and quick fast breath from the belly. So what is happening? We are converting more and more air into prana. That is the principle. We'll understand that. Continue. 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 and stop it, look at it. Even doing 2 minutes is a big task. So that's why it demands a regular practice. And now look at both the arms, experience sensation, relaxation and stillness. Look at both the legs, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Look at the rib cage and the entire belly, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Look at the head and the neck. Now at present you are not doing anything. So what is happening when you start doing it? The habitual mind, the crazy mind takes over the breath and it says, no, I can do it. And then it gets exhausted. Then you complain to the teacher. Very subtle points. We are going into the advance. Now, the third point, start breathing deep, silent and slow into belly. No movement of the rib cage. You inhale into the belly goes up, expands. When you exhale, it takes long time to breathe out. Very deep, silent and slow. Same condition. First condition, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Second condition, deep, silent and slow breathing. Third condition, you are looking deep inside the belly. And the fourth is start hammering the mantra, mentally, deep inside the belly button into the space. That you can consider is the fifth pointed awareness. First pointed awareness, from outside, sensation, relaxation and stillness in the body. Why? Then we are not wasting the prana into the body. One, and when the body is not moving, the mind does not take the prana into the body. Lot of stuff, lot of principles. Then the second point, deep, silent and slow breath, rhythmic breath, keeps the mind deeper within. Then you are becoming aware of the space inside the belly button and you are hammering the same mantra. Mentally. Not moving the lips or the tongue. Quick, fast, loud in your mind. You are so quick and fast that you don't leave the space between two mantra to have a single thought. And then see what happens. You may have a flash, glimpse of total emptiness behind A. And from there, the vision and the experiences begins. You're still hammering, aim in deep inside the belly button with a deep, silent and slow breath. And looking deep inside the belly button to the space. It is known as the center of action, karma. But it comes with a desire inside the heart. But without knowing that desire, it begins at the center of the knowledge, deep inside the forehead. Come on, you're talking of a desire happens deep inside the forehead. Yes, when the intellect is polluted, when the intellect lives in ignorance, it goes down for the desired fulfillment. And the fulfillment of desire only will happen with the center of the action. Now leave this deep, silent and slow breathing. Lot of points that we will do it, but at this moment you're looking at the breath going in and out. The moment the breath goes in, drop aim deep inside the belly button. The breath returns, drop aim inside the belly button. That is all. In the state of an inner to say. We all are advanced seekers. So casually, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Continue. This time we have a lot of space in the breath that is going in and out. So you experience the space when the breath is going in, dropping aim, breathing out. You experience the space, dropping aim, aim. Continue. This is a little, I would say, the advanced practice of the same retrain the brain. So we take care of these three centers deeply, and after regular practice we can recognize which center is active, where we have deeper experiences. Of what? We'll talk later. Continue dropping aim deep inside the belly button with a normal breath, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. When you don't change the rate and the rhythm of the breath in doing it, yes, it works. And now do nothing, remain as you are. Now we will go to the third center, the center of the wisdom and the knowledge. Look deep inside the forehead in the space and start breathing long in the hissing breath, both from the belly and the chest. Long, deep in the hissing breath. Focus deep inside the forehead in the space. First pointed awareness, the state of sensation, relaxation and stillness in the body. That should continue. Why? We can redirect the prana easily. But if the body is complaining, you cannot redirect the prana. No, that is why we talk of the meditative postures, and specifically the Siddhasana and the Padmasana. When you adapt yourself, or I would say when you progress deeply, at least you are able to sit in Padmasana or Siddhasana minimum for an hour, you will experience, the body is automatically locked to receive the prana, to welcome the prana. You are still doing deep, long in the hissing breath from both the nostrils into both belly and the rib cage. Long in the hissing breath. We are doing it for 2 minutes. We are advanced seekers, so I'm not stopping by. Had it been a different group, I should have stopped it. The advanced seeker means what? We are not scared of the fear or anxiety, we just do it and stop it. We have completed 2 minutes. Leave the breath on its own. First, look at both the arms, feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness in both the legs, chest and the belly, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Head and the neck, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Simple steps. Steps may not be simple, but there is a clarity of understanding. Conviction should be there. And when that conviction is there and you do the practice, the result is always there. I always have that understanding. So now start breathing deep, silent, slow, both from the belly and the ribs, what we call the yogic breathing. You start breathing in first into the belly and then raise your rib cage, reach to the collarbone, keeping your awareness deep inside the forehead. And then you start exhaling first from the belly, then the rib cage, a deep, silent and slow breath. So 3-pointed awareness. First, sensation, relaxation, stillness in the body. Second, deep, silent and slow breath. Both into the belly and the chest. Third point of awareness, you're looking deep inside the forehead. Fourth point, start hammering. Mentally. Now see how the Master reveals the secret. Your breath is deep, silent and slow. Consider the breath is like the highway. And there you are hammering. You don't allow anyone to be on the highway except it. It becomes a rewarding experience. But why it does not happen? The mind brings in its own intellect, rationalization, and past impression, triggers, it misses. But can it happen just when I made a statement? No, it comes by regular practice. It's not, that we have learned the driving today, just understanding the principles. We learn the swimming without jumping into an ocean. No. So continue with the hammering of mantra aim on the highway of deep, silent, slow incoming and the outgoing breath in the state of sensation, relaxation and stillness. It works. No, that is what happens for the first time. When we have a driving license and we start driving, our awareness level is too high. It becomes habitual. Then it's a different matter. Deep, silent, slow breath with hammering of aim. Quick, fast and loud in your simple steps are defined, that is one aspect. Relating it to our practice based on the principles of the Eastern wisdom is second. Otherwise, what happens? The mind keeps thinking, oxygen concentration increases, physiological changes happens. And what happens to me? Nothing. And now leave this deep, silent and slow breath. Let the breath flow naturally. When the breath goes in, normally drop, aim. Breath returns, aim. Same mantra. So we are using the same mantra in this journey to purify the three center, to awaken to the true nature of these three forces. We say power of action, we say power of knowledge, we say power of emotion. In a simple way you can easily understand. The journey must start from the head, and then it should descend down to the heart. From the heart it should drop down into the belly button. You see, head, heart, hands. What happens? The knowledge is realized. Continue. Continue. This time, no effort with the breath. Breath is normal. Looking inside the forehead and the spine, you will experience a transitioning of the mind from the world outside, from the body, from the breath, deeper within. Where? Doing nothing now. Remain as you are, in that state, simple. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside, know your experiences, bring the hands down, and we will share our experiences. How are you, Casey?
Great. I enjoyed the intensity of the practices, and I'm aware of the body sometimes being challenged initially, but it goes away.
It goes away.
Yeah. So the quick and fast in the chest tonight, I started to feel some tension between the sternum and the spine, but I stayed with it, and it went away.
It went away.
The belly, breathing.
Wonderful.
I noticed there was a little bit of tension that was starting to build in my neck. You know, that's just the mind coming in and trying to pull me away from the practice. I and watched it, and it goes away and continued on. So I'm not going to allow that mind to say anything to me with the sensation of the body.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow it to happen. If I pass out, it'll take care of me. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, like the traffic outside. Traffic is happening, the experience of the traffic is happening in the mind. But still the traffic is outside, separate. Same thing, all our experience is happening in the mind is different from me.
That's true.
How about you?
I definitely liked the belly breathing. It was definitely helping me go further inside of
Yeah.
my mind, I guess, my own consciousness. I definitely was noticing the colors,
That's good.
and then later you said something about the colors, and it kind of crept in, and I thought, okay.
Let it come and go.
But it did, and they changed.
That's what
They started with the purple.
Purple, yeah. Purple is good. Yes. It has to do with the deeper states of the mind.
I don't ever get any colors.
Oh yeah, that too is good. Remain in that state of the silence.